Good morning, my friends. And so we continue to look into ways of developing our perception of interbeing. It's not that these examples are profound. Certainly not. They are personal, small, and right in front of us. Our physical eyes see one thing, including its purpose, its condition, maybe color, maybe something that's been recently altered, just as we see clearly the chains of cause and effect that seem to weave reality together, that are more subtle. With a clear and mindful mind, we can perceive them, even though they're invisible to our physical eyes. Such as in the last meditation, essentially being able to see so many aspects of the universe around us, right in that kitchen table, right there. And to see it because we and the table are. And I'd like to take us today into the world of human beings and the interbeing that is reflected among us. So let us be seated, noticing the support of that chair, where you rest your hands, and the breath as you draw it in that familiar way all the way up your body. And allow it to circle around down your face, relaxing your eyebrows, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, and moving down through your body, out the soles of your feet. And on an out-breath, allow yourself to notice how that release of letting go of any tension that you feel can feel going out of the soles of your feet. Another form of interbeing. That this is what is happening when the breath goes out. The parasympathetic nervous system calms and releases. But in order to know that, we have to be mindful and become in a relationship of interbeing with that breath and that release. To see interbeing and to know it involves looking deeply. In his book, The Heart of the Buddha's Teaching, Thai offers this short example, which always makes me smile. He said, "This morning, before giving a Dharma talk, a lecture, I was having breakfast with my attendant, a lovely novice monk. I paused and said to him, 'Dear one, do you see the cow on the hillside? She is eating grass in order to make my yogurt. And I am now eating the yogurt in order to make a Dharma talk. Somehow, the cow will offer today's Dharma talk.'" Are these words sinking in or simply irritating you? Somehow the cow will offer today's Dharma talk. Interbeing. One of the most powerful ways that I have heard Thai speak about our interbeing is to speak of our ancestors. Blood, emotional, spiritual ancestors. We are the continuation of all of these ancestors. Thai would say that we are the continuation of Jesus and of the Buddha. The teaching about our ancestors and the part of us that they are was another time for me when the experience of interbeing became very, very real. And so I share it with you. We are the continuation of our father and our mother, and our grandmothers and grandfathers. I look at my hands in my lap today, and I see the veined hands of my grandmother that as a child used to fascinate me, how all the veins stood out clearly, every single one of them. And my mother was a continuation of her relationship with her mother that filtered down to me in a variety of ways, both painful and nourishing. So one of the ways of experiencing that interbeing is recognizing and acknowledging the flow of our ancestors within us, going back long, long way beyond what we can remember. We are the continuation. Take the next few moments, breathing gently, and bring to mind what in you reflects your blood, emotional, or spiritual ancestors, the ways in which you are a manifestation of all that has come before you, without which you would not be here in the present, just as you are. Bring to mind as many ancestors as want to come into your mind, and greet them. I see you, my Father, and I see the life of you in me. I know you, Jesus, and I know I am the continuation of you. When I have been angry with you, my Mother, I know I am the continuation of you, and you are in me. So the only resolution to that anger is inner reconciliation. All of my memories, my teachers, my spiritual companions, and ones I follow, whether Buddha or Jesus, I am their continuation. We are all in interbeing, coming right now into the present moment, and going forward into our own children, those that we have taught, those we have met spiritually along our path. Everything is a part of everything else. So you see, we can really never, ever be alone. Ty would say that's a misperception, a specifically American misperception, that we are independent and alone, that no such thing has ever been true. And that when we develop a mindful stillness, that ability to stop and look within and be aware. And so today, take the time to notice, my friends, notice yourself, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and notice where and in what ways you are a continuation of your mother, your father, your siblings, your spiritual teachers, the God of your understanding. In you, they are all alive. And in mindfulness practice and awareness, and a last story from Ty. He spoke about an American filmmaker and photographer who came to Ty's hut to interview him. And one of the questions he asked was this: Ty, if today the Buddha and Jesus met on the street, what do you think they would tell each other? And this was my answer: there is no if, because they are meeting each other every day. The Buddha is here. Jesus is here. And you are the continuation. If you become able to see this in your own practice, you will no longer need to ask me. Jesus and the Buddha meet each day in the spirit of peace and love. Of different religious affiliations, they have to meet each other and talk to each other, so peace will be possible. I told this reporter they are meeting every day, and I wish them great success. Be aware today, my friends, of all the ancestors moving through you. Interbeing, continuation, and take some mindful moments to truly feel their presence. Namaste. Amen.